Hello everyone, welcome to Soleil's Tarot. My name is Isabel and today we are looking at, are you overlooking the signs? Let's find out. Let's draw some cards here for you and see what we've got. Let's make some piles happen and get started. We've got Sandpiper Spirit. We've got the Panther Spirit. And the Dove Spirit. Okay, I'll leave these out for you and we'll get started shortly. Hi, pile number one. Thank you so much for joining. We are looking at what signs are we overlooking here. Let's see what we've got going on here because I do feel very strongly about this, okay? So we've got the 51 Sandpiper Spirit, Be Playful. That's the card you chose. And let's see what else we've got going on here. So we've got the balance, work, rest, and play. Play and be playful. Geez. All right, and then we've got shield yourself. We've got be of service. Know your truth. And then we've got the Ace of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles. The Queen of Cups. The Star. The Three of Swords. I'm actually going to add that one up here. We've got the Seven of Cups. And you know what? I'm going to move this one over here and we're going to put the King of Pentacles right over here. And sorry, but I'm going to cut his head off. So, I know that sounded really bad, hey? Okay. The first thing that I see is that with the Sandpiper Spirit is that they are playful. They're like little clowns, you know, that's what they remind me of. They poke their cheeks into the sand before darting it off to chase waves. That's the interpretation of them and what they actually do. It reminds me of, because they are so playful, it reminds me that that maybe sometimes we just take life too seriously, you know, and maybe this is what part of it is what you're overlooking at the moment. Maybe you are taking things a little too serious. You know, you're trying to balance all this work and rest and play. And it is very important for you to not stop being who you are. And we're going to go a little bit more in depth with this. But I feel like this is the beginning of that message, is that overlooking of being playful again, by overlooking of being yourself, by taking too much responsibility and not balancing enough, and that you need to balance out. But there's other messages here involved, and we're going to go in depth because I feel that there's so many cards here outlaid, and it just feels, even for me, currently overwhelming because there's so many messages coming through for you, pile number one. So the first message is obviously very clear that you need to be a little bit more playful. But we're getting into the be of service and know your truth. That is also saying, you know, yes, you have to be playful. You have to balance, and I was going to say evoke your inner child, because you have lost that down the line. If you are somebody that is, you know, have kids and you're constantly like doing things for them, doing for your husband, trying to balance a job and a house and everything else, it just consumes a lot of your time. I guess you can't find the time to be able to manage it all and still have time for yourself. And I know how it is, honestly. Like, I've been there, done it. So I know exactly how that is and how challenging it can be. It can be also challenging if you're a single mom, or a single dad, and you have all this responsibility ahead that you don't have time to think of what actually you want. But there is another hidden message here. Even though you're not doing this either for yourself, you're consistently being of service to somebody else. And you're forgetting like who you truly are as your own self, what you want out of life. I almost feel like also either that you purchase a lot of secondhand stuff because you don't want to spend money on yourself. You rather eat the cheap meal than versus going into a restaurant. You rather hang on to that money. This is where I'm seeing this with the Seven of Pentacles, maybe, feeling that you have to hang on to things a little bit more, contemplating it from the side, but you don't really want to. You want to cherish what you have, but you also want to be feeling confident. I'm looking at the Queen of Cups and the King of Pentacles, and maybe that is the dilemma too, right? About where your money is going, what you're doing with it, that you're feeling very emotionally tangled with utilizing it. And I'm also receiving a message here that that you are also in tuned with other people's emotions. So you could be an empath. Sometimes that sense of connection with others is not stolen, but retracted from you because you feel more about them than they do about you. There's also a connection here with somebody that with the Three of Swords and the stars telling me that you've overcome some kind of obstacles with either that person or you're going to be overcoming those obstacles, and you're going to actually settle down a little bit more in a relationship wise. So there's a lot of things going on here with your life right now, and maybe these are the signs that you're overlooking, right? You're overlooking some part of who you are, in a sense. You're not feeling that emotional connection with yourself. You're secluding yourself because you are more of an empath and are receiving connection from others. You're receiving that energy from others, and then you're not reciprocating that back to yourself. And I the know your truth to me is very important, because, and I don't know if you can see that well, but to know your truth is knowing who you are, knowing where you want to go, and knowing where you want to be. I do sense that there is somebody that is going to, if they're not already in your life, are going to be there for you. And you've surpassed that heartache. You've surpassed that emotional distress. So again, it could be a separate relationship that made you feel disconnected as well. Also from who you are and knowing the truth. That has also set you back, maybe financially. Could have been a divorce. It could have been a major breakup, like dividing things. Maybe you guys live together and so forth. And now a new relationship is going to come your way that is going to be much more optimal for where you're at and where you need to be. There is going to be financial gains, but I feel like this is going to be something that you're overlooking again. Geez, what's going on with you? What are we going to do? Because I feel like all of this is happening right in front of you, and it's right in center, and you're kind of not seeing it in a sense. Let me pull out a couple other cards here, because I want to see what else I can get. And I feel like the first message is basically more of an emotional message, right? Something that is conveyed that it needs to happen immediately because, you know, you don't want to lose yourself. You don't want to lose that sense of you. You don't want to lose that inner child in you that's screaming to come out. I feel like you need to like just stop, be spontaneous, get things on the go and not care so much about what is happening. Oh, they want to jump out. So let's see. Yeah, we've got the Three of Wands and the Ten of Cups coming out. The Knight of Swords, okay, going full force. So you are going to be changing a lot of this stuff. And if you are listening to this and you are absolutely, obviously you're going to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to do all this, right? Okay, because I'm telling you that that's probably going to happen, right? Okay. So we've got the Two of Cups of celebration of some kind of, like I said, you have some romance happening that's going to be either initiating or is in your life already that has, you know, drawn that spell of misfortune in that sense. And I feel like that you're going to be enjoying that a little bit more. You are going to take this joyful, playful moment and you are going to be going back into looking at doing fun stuff. So I see it very clearly with the Three of Wands and the Knight of Swords. You're going to go on and you're going to be looking at different directions with the Page of Pentacles. I feel like there's so much new stuff ahead of you. These are signs that are kind of popping up all over the place for you. There's, you know, it's like I said, it's like right in front of you. And I want to shake you up and I'm going to say, you know, listen, because there's so much out there right now that you're not looking at. You're not, and you're going to be like, but where? Why can't I see it? Everything is right there. You're just scared and maybe you're scared of something. But I feel like this is all going to be, have a little bit more sense of clarity. And this person, maybe it's somebody, that you were overlooking too, right? Like you were overlooking the actual, how they felt about you, right? And now after this, maybe you are going to see this clearly and you're going to enjoy that because I feel like this person is really, really, truly into you. And maybe that's the reason why, is because you're overlooking it. This is going to spark some additional heaviness that you had, and you're going to be looking for enjoyment again, whether it's going out and enjoying the world, or you're going to be seeking new opportunities that are going to be helping in the sense for financial gains, and also be prepared for knowing who you really are and potentially coming up with some additional knowledge about what's happening in your life and how you're going to be making it better. Hopefully this resonates with you. I'm not sure if, and let you see what comes out of this. Leave comment if you do like this reading. Also, don't forget to check out my other videos. And you know what? We'll leave it at that. Subscribe if you want to. And we'll see you next time. Hasta luego. Welcome, pal number 2. Thank you so much for joining. We are looking what you're overlooking. What are the signs? What are they? What are we doing? Let's go on out. You've got the Panther, reclaim your power. And let's see what else we've got going on. We've got peer pressure. We've got reach for the stars. Lead by example. We've got peer pressure. We've got reach for the stars. We've got lead by example. Set your intentions. Release toxic relationships. We've got the Two of Wands, the Six of Wands, the Tower. See if I can squeeze these in here. We've got the King of, the King of Wands. All right. We've got the Princess of Pentacles. And we're going to shove these ones over here. Sorry, we've got the Queen of Cups and the Six of Wands. Okay, wow. Okay, so we've got the Six of Wands twice. All right. Gives me a lot of information here. We are successfully doing something. Yay! All right, let's just see what the problem is first, and let's rejoice after, because I do believe that this is going to happen. It's going to happen for you. Okay, so first of all, we've got Reclaim Your Power by the Panther Spirit, okay? The Panther Spirit, Reclaim Your Power, is one of the most fearless animals, okay? There is no holding back. So what we're looking at is, if you're afraid to act in any situation, all the risk and failures will be removed. That's how I feel about it, in a sense, because reclaiming that power that you have is an absolute must. And again, this is the first thing that we're going to be looking at here with overlooking the signs, okay? This is a very strong connection with the guides that are saying, this is listen, because this is what you need to hear, okay? Perhaps maybe there is a lot of peer pressure in your current life. You need to release that. It doesn't serve. You need to let it go. You need to reclaim that power, and you need to be able to lead by example. That's where I feel like this is coming in very strongly. I do believe that you are very high emotional and confident person normally, but I feel like somebody's put you down. I'm kind of thinking this is a toxic relationship based on this. You know, you're a very confident, beautiful person, and you're not setting yourself in a good way. Something's gonna have to give. You know what we're seeing about celebration previous to? We're mentioning about the Six of Wands. Sometimes we celebrate in a little bit too soon. And maybe that was my fault, to be honest with you. And I feel like sometimes we're overlooking the signs that are saying, you know, you have to do this in order to get that. Okay. And maybe we are celebrating a little too soon because we're thinking, okay, yeah, we got this, right? And then all of a sudden we look and it's like, gee, you know, maybe that relationship with that person, or maybe that relationship with an employer, employee, and so forth, may not be something that is good for you at the moment. Maybe that peer pressure that is just not working out for you. And even though you think that you're confident and happy on the outside, maybe deep down inside you just need that shaken up and loosen up, and, you know, reclaim what is yours, reclaim that sense of you again, right? And I feel like this lead by example, I'm not taking it as worldly as it seems. I feel like the lead by example is on you, right? Be yourself. Express who you are. You know, get out of this whatever toxic relationship you're in. Like I said, it doesn't have to be a romance toxic relationship. Could be a work related, could be family related, whatever it is that is really like putting you down. Even though you're trying to be a good person and you're trying to be happy and joyful, I feel like you lose a lot of yourself because of this. So somewhere down the line, it's just really not serving you, and you're actually, you know, failing for yourself in a way, right? Because you're all those feelings and mixed emotions that you have, you're kind of judging yourself, or, you know, feeling like it's like your fault or whatever it is, and you're not setting yourself for success. So you know what? I feel very strongly with the Tower and the Six of Wands here. Even though, like I said, she is glorious looking and whatnot, celebrating too soon. I feel like you have to do some more exploring with the Two of Wands. There's exploration. So you have to explore your options. You have to go out there and these have been actually signs that have been brought to you, and this is what I'm getting right now. These are signs that have been slowly input into your daily routines, and you just have, I'm not saying that you haven't look deeper, but I feel like sometimes you just don't want to, because it results in more pain or having to do something about it, right? And it can create friction. It can create emotional baggage that you're not maybe willing to deal with at the moment, right? So sometimes we're not prepared for it because we choose not to be. And I feel like this is where you're at right now. And that's the reason why you haven't been seeing the signs, is because you have not been prepared. You're not emotionally, mentally prepared yet to go through whatever you have to do in order to release these toxic people out of your life and be who you are. You will get there, obviously. I mean, I have no doubt about it. Like I said, this is why we're looking at this. We're looking at the signs and what are they and what are we going to do about it, right? So now we have to look at, okay, we found the signs. What are we going to do about it? And this is where I think that the King and the Princess of Pentacles come in, okay? Because I feel like this is going to change, right? It's going to change your attitude. It's going to give you that confidence that you actually need in order to build up for what's to come. There's two connections here. There's two people involved. So I don't think that this is just just a thing about you. It's about these two connections. One is the kind of like more the ruler. The other one's a little bit more of the apprentice. Can be, like I said, it could be somebody that you feel overpowering you, and that's where I think that this is where it's coming from. I want to find out a little bit more, so let's drop some additional cards here. Oops, I'm gonna probably, my darn nails sometimes get in the way whenever I'm grabbing cards, and that's probably why you can hear scratching the surface. All right. So we've got, what do we have? What do we have? What do we need to know? What else do we need to know about this? The Six of Pentacles, the Hangman, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. Yes, you know what, my dear? I am going to say this is going to be an experience for you. It's going to help you grow as a person, as an individual. You're going to be getting yourself out of that, disconnect, and you're going to find the way to cut those chains and be peaceful with people that you are going to connect with. So I feel like that there's going to be changes here, a lot of changes happening. You are going to see these signs much clearer now. I feel like that you're going to be looking at them in different ways and seeing how this is just not working out for you. And you're going to make those decisions. You're going to make those changes into your life, and they're going to affect you in a positive way when it does happen and you feel more confident and you feel like you've done good. This is where that's going to happen. This is like going to be like it. This is going to be, once you let go of that person or those people, that it is going to move into a totally different direction for you. You're just going to feel much more free and much more like yourself, and you're going to reclaim your power. And that's where I'm going to leave it. Thank you so much. Make sure to check out my other videos. Also, make sure to comment if this resonates with you. And if you do like it, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Hasta luego. Hi, pal number 3. Thank you so much for joining. Today we are going to be looking at what we're overlooking, the signs, what are they, and let's get started, see what we've got going on. We've got the Dove Spirit, which is be peace, and we'll get to that in a minute, but let's see what else we've got going on here. All right, we've got the Magnify Your Intentions. Worry is a wasted emotion. Have an attitude of gratitude. Okay. All right. Yeah, let's see what else we've got going on. I have a strong feeling here, but I want to see what else we can get. So we've got the Ace of Wands, the Seven of Swords, the Five of Wands, the Justice card, the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so what are the signs? Like, what are we missing here? What are we overlooking? There's certain intentions in your life. There's certain things that are happening in your life that are wasting a lot of your time, wasting a lot of your emotions, wasting a lot of the way that you see things. Currently, I feel like sometimes there's more worry than it is doing. Okay, so you're maybe an overthinker, somebody that is consistently thinking about what the future is going to bring them versus the present. I do feel like that you need that inner peace that you're not getting. I also feel like that you're not sleeping properly, that sometimes you just worry so much that you are even in your dreams, or even if you're not not in your dream, but you wake up and then all of a sudden you start feeling that you need to worry about things that are going to happen the next day. And I feel like this is also could be a potential stressful job that you're in, stressful situations that you're in that are making you feel that you have to consistently be, I was going to say active, but not active. Like, I feel like active, yes, in your head. That this is could be something with overworked kind of thing, feeling a little bit down on underpaid, feeling overwhelmed with the Four of Swords of, needing that rest, that inner peace, that sense of overwhelmness from, caring a lot, moving things a lot. And what I'm saying is, like, if you can see here, the Seven of Swords and the Five of Wands, there's a lot of movement happening in different directions. I think that there's going to be a new beginning for you. And I think that what you're not looking at right now, and what signs are saying right now, the signs are saying that you are worrying a lot about things that you can't control. That is basically the fundamental of this reading, is that you're consistently worrying about everything, but you feel like you have to, right? So we need to find out what else can we find out about this, because how is this going to affect, and how can we make sure that these signs of saying you need that inner peace and you need to stop worrying so much, what are the signs? Or we know the signs, but how are we going to be able to get those signs and see what happens with them once we listen, right? Because the whole point of this is to listen to what we have to do. So yeah, I feel like there's a little bit more to this. So let's see what else can we find out. There's a lot of pressure. I feel pressure. The Seven of Swords again. The Six of Cups. The Ace of Pentacles. Okay. The Moon. And the Two of Swords. Okay. So sorry, I was just laughing there because I was seeing, the little cat going into the wild cat. I almost feel like you're going to have that moment, that frustrating moment that is going to allow you to be free, in a sense. You're going to say enough is enough. For whatever is happening that is creating a lot of worry, I feel like you're going to say enough is enough, and you're going to take a step into a different direction. You are going to take that leap from a kitten to a big cat. With the Moon, you're going to see things clearly eventually. I think that you might have a little bit of extra time needed in order to move into that direction. But you will do it. You will succeed, because I feel like eventually you're just going to explode, and you're going to need that well-earned rest and find that inner peace. And you need to do the work for it though, okay? Because it's not just going to come by itself. I feel like you have to work in a sense of like either meditation or, you know, finding your inner self, and being more objective and being in solitude. I'm going to say solitude. You need some solitude. You need some silence. You need to be able to rest. You need to be able to gather your thoughts so that you can stop worrying so much and do things the way that you're supposed to. That is plain and simple. The signs are there. You're just not seeing it right now. But I know that this reading is going to help you align to that, because you truly need it. You are feeling run down. You are feeling that you can't continue on like this anymore. It's just you're not really following up with it. You know the signs already, and I'm not going to say that they're hidden or anything. You know the signs, and you've been knowing for quite some time. You just haven't been able to take care of them. And it has taken you, and it will take you a little bit longer. But I feel like you are going to be dissolving that worry that you have, and it's going to be an actual really good change with the Ace of Pentacles. And you are going to be moving into new directions. So whatever it is that's bothering you, whether it's financial, relationships, work, whatever it is, this is that time. Besides, I don't think that you're very much comfortable with doing things in the wintertime. So maybe you just, you're more of a March and April kind of spring child. So with that being said, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to say, thank you so much for joining. Please don't forget to check out my other videos. Also, if you like to subscribe, do whatever you got to do, that would be great. And don't forget to comment below and let me know if this resonates with you. And hasta luego.